Strawberries! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! 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 Oh yeah! It's time for the Fears podcast. Yeah, dude, start the show. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Fears. Boy, have I got a hell of a show. I got a hell of a show right now, right here, right now, for you. It's going to be epic. It's going to be nuts. Lots to talk about. Okay, guys, I hope you had a good Saturday. So get yourself a drink, get yourself some popcorn, sit on down, get ready for the show. But before we talk about anything, coffee first. That's right. In my Clue cup. Check it out. There we are. Nice. Got some good coffee. There we are. All right. All right, now I'm good. Now I'm ready. So I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Man, what a Saturday. Awesome. I did an awesome live stream at the show. And I'm bringing back the live streams. We went for like an hour and a half. It was like 97 minutes and like some change or something. The fans loved the convention live stream. They want more. You asked, now you shall receive. So the next time I go to a show, bam, I'm going to do another convention, Comic-Con, whether it's Comic-Con I go to or a toy show. Man, I'll bring those live streams back. Don't you worry. Then I went to the show. The show was awesome. Got to see a lot of old friends. Everyone was like, man, Fears, we haven't seen you in like 2 or 3 months. I was like, I know, man. It's good to see you guys again. I hung out with Jeff. I got to meet the Back to the Future guy. His name is Jeffrey Wentzman. Hopefully that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Got a full-fledged interview with him. And if you guys remember, he did tons of episodes of Saved by the Bell. He played all different types of characters on that. He was in Back to the Future 2 and 3 as George McFly. Hey, McFly! You know? Oh, hey, Biff. Hey, guys, how are you doing? Hey, so you got my homework, McFly? Hey, McFly, your shoes untied. Oh, boom! Don't be so gullible, McFly! So, once Crispin Glover decided not to come back for the sequels, Jeffrey stepped in. Jeff was such a nice guy. I asked him, met him, shook his hand. I was like, hey, man, can I get a photo? He's like, sure, Fears, no, got a photo. I paid for an autograph. It was like $40. I was like, hey, no worries. And I said, and he goes, what do you want it to say? I was like, anything. I'm like, just give me one of your favorite movie quotes that you did in a scene. And he did the, how's Granddad's little pumpkin, you know, when he's hanging up in the machine, you know, in the future. That's right. And then she's like, how did that happen? He's like, oh, out on the golf course again. You guys have seen the scene. Oh, yeah. So, Jeff, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing Jeffrey to be at the show. So I want to thank, big shout out to my friend Jeff for even doing these toy shows, let alone Jeffrey allowing me to do an interview. He was like, I said, hey, man, can I have an interview? He was like, Fears, you seem like a nice guy. He's like, film me. Go nuts. Ask me whatever you want. And I was like, sweet. So yeah, so I had a great, I had a great time today. I hope you guys had a good Saturday. Then I went and got some lunch, and I treated myself. So tomorrow, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Monday, I'm gonna have to run it off in the gym. I got some Wendy's. That's right, my pussy smells like Wendy's. So I went and got some, and Visions made that sticker. So I was quoting. I didn't make it. My friend Visions made it. Went and got some lunch, and then I went to Barnes and Nobles, and oh, I found some gems. Did I find some gems? They're right over here. Anyway, I really hope you guys had a good day. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so if you guys have a father, buy a gift for him. Buy a card. if your father has passed away like mine, at least go visit him. My mom sent me photos. My mom already decorated my dad's grave. She's gonna go and visit him tomorrow. I did send him a Father's Day card, and my mom's gonna read it to him. And my mom's gonna call me, and I was like, so I'm gonna chat with my mom tomorrow, probably before the stream and after church. So yeah, pretty good stuff. All right. Anyway, today's topics. We didn't get to the top 10s of these, so today we're gonna do the top 10 episodes out of season 7 of Home Improvement and top 10 season episodes of season 5. And then I'm going to review the Orlando Collectors Fest. I want to talk about my friend Jeff. And then we got a nerd haul. A nice nerd haul. We haven't done a big nerd haul in quite a while. So anyway, let me open up the chat. And I went with the thumbnail. I asked Jeff if I could use the show's information as the thumbnail. He was like, go nuts, Fears. So, yep. Yo, Alex, what's up? Banjo says, what's up, y'all? What up, y'all? What's up? What's up, Fangirl Kate? I just got home, Kate. So, that would be no. I didn't see a lot of people protesting today. So, there wasn't many people. I saw a couple people, but I didn't drive through the protest. There was some people that I saw on the side of the road on the way to the convention, because the convention was downtown Orlando. And it had been a while since I had been down there, but I didn't drive through it. They were directing people. I had to go like down a road, and I went around, and then I went to the convention center, which was inside a really luxurious hotel, the Palms Resort Alavanti or something like that. And hopefully I pronounced it right, but man, Jeff put on a hell of a show. All right, let me drop the link in the Discord. Hopefully Mr. Lantern did. But yeah, I want to thank Jeffrey Wiseman for giving me that interview. He was like, Fears, ask me whatever you want. Go nuts. He's like, are you a big Back to the Future fan? I was like, oh yeah. Yep. So that was very nice of him to do that. So yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm going to drop the linkage. So, yeah. All right, let me see here. I don't know if Lantern did it yet. Nope, not yet. But I will drop the link. I'm going to call Lantern, tell him live. Tell him to spread the word, y'all. He's probably been napping. Lantern went pretty late last night, you know? So, yeah. Let's see here. Lantern. He probably fell asleep. Lantern. Well, I guess he's napping. That's all right. I put it in the link. I put the link in, and I'm going to tell everybody that I'm live. So, yeah, dude. And then we'll get going. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great day. It was a pretty nice Saturday. And all that good stuff. Give me 1 second. I'm dropping the link. The linkage. Yeah, I just got home about an hour and a half ago. So I took a shower. I haven't even eaten yet. So I'm going to eat probably after the show. I mean, after the live stream. And then I did eat some lunch though, but I haven't had dinner. So, all right, yo, I am live. So come and hang out with me and the rest of the fans. There we are. Yeah, dude. Fears Vlogs. Speaking of Fears Vlogs, I got some more subscribers. So the sub count, because people saw me filming there. So let me I'll give you an update on the sub count. The sub count now is 2,789 on the main channel, and on Fears Vlogs we are at 1,630. 133. So we're so close to hitting 2,000 on the vlogs channel, and we're so close to hitting 3,000 on the main channel. We just got to keep pumping out the content, keep going nuts, and there you are, my friends. There we are. I'm going to try Lantern one more time, and then we'll get going. But so I gained a couple more subs, and the show was fantastic. It wasn't too crowded. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. It was just the right amount. And I did a hell of a live stream. I think he's napping. Yep. I think Lantern's napping. Oh well, I tried. Well, let's continue on, my friends. Let's continue on. So big shout out to Alex, big shout out to Banjo, and big shout out to Fangirl Kate. Good to see you guys. And everybody else that's watching. And be sure to tell everybody that I'm live so we can get a whole group of people in here. Heck yeah. So yeah. I'm a little tired. It was a fun show, but it was a very busy show. Very busy show. Well, I think we should start things off with a bang, right off the bat, and do a nerd haul, my friends. So yeah. All right. Check it out. I'm going to start with the movies. The movies. Here we go. Man, I found some gems. So this is the stuff that I bought after the show. All right, here we go. We got a little bit of Con Air. Good Nicolas Cage movie. Good Nicolas Cage movie right here. Something called, I've never even heard of this movie, something called The Visit. Can't wait to watch it. The Visit. Have a great time. Eat as much as you want. Don't ever leave your room after 9:30 p.m. I wonder why. A lot of crazy shit happens. So there it is. And then, I love this next movie. And finally, it's in my collection. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. With Jason Scott Lee as Bruce Lee, and he was also in Back to the Future 2. So it's very appropriate that I meet George McFly today, and then he played one of the bullies in Back to the Future 2 on the hoverboards. I think that was his first gig, too. So, a little bit of Dragon, and this next one, I've never heard of. I've heard of Clint Eastwood, but I didn't know Clint Eastwood did a horror movie, an action-adventure horror / thriller. It looked cool, though. The scream you hear may be your own. Clint Eastwood in Play Misty for Me. So I can't wait to watch that. Apparently some girl falls in love with him, and he works at a radio station, and she keeps calling and says, hey, can you play Misty for me? He eventually does. Then they start a romantic relationship. Then he decides to call it off because she's getting too obsessed. And then that's when she starts like acting psychotic, and one thing leads to another. So I read the back and I was like, that sounds like a really good movie. So I'm like, I got to add it to the collection. So there we are. And then I've heard of the actor, but I've never heard of this movie. Terror comes into overtime. Sudden Death. Sudden Death. With Van Damme. Play Misty for Me rules. Okay, good. Because I love Clint Eastwood movies. And I had never heard of that one, Banjo. Thank you, Alex. Alex agrees with you. Alex says, that movie is great. Well, thank God. I had never heard of this one. One of my favorite Van Damme movies is obviously Bloodsport. I like him in Time Cop, but I've never seen this one, so I got this. And then the next one, Visions recommended this one for me. So I finally found Shocker. Shocker. So I can scrape this one off the list. I think this is the only one that's on the list. So, shocker. Can't wait to watch that. And then I already got the next movie, but I got a new version of it with all the bonus features, and I got it in 4K. Hell yeah. RoboCop 2. But look at all those bonus features. So I can't wait to watch the bonus features. So I got really this mainly for the bonus features, but because I have all three of them on Blu-ray, but this is the collector's edition. So hell yeah. So not too bad of a nerd haul start. So to recap, RoboCop 2, Shocker, Sudden Death, Play Misty for me. So it's like, I guess it's like a suspenseful thriller / horror movie. And as soon as I saw the knife and as soon as I saw Clint Eastwood like hiding for his life, I was like, I've never even heard of this film. I read the back cover. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, that sounds fucking great. So I'm like, real, I'm getting this one. And then I love Bruce Lee. I love his story. I may watch Bruce Lee tonight. I may watch this one tonight. We'll see. And then The Visit. Apparently, like, these kids go visit their grandparents and then they find out I've never heard of it, but I read the back. They find out really quickly that this woman and this guy, they're pretending to be their grandparents because they've never met their grandparents, and they find out that these people are from a psychiatric ward and they've killed their real grandparents and they're pretending to be their grandparents. So I read that and I was like, that's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. I've never seen it. I just read the back cover. And then, who doesn't like Con Air? Hell yeah, Con Air. So, let's see. Banjo says, what's your favorite Bruce Lee movie? Probably, I like two things. I loved him, Banjo, in The Green Hornet as Kano. I like that one. And then probably Enter the Dragon. I really liked him in Enter the Dragon. Now, I haven't watched every single Bruce Lee movie. I've only watched a couple. I need to watch all of his films because he only made a couple of movies before he unfortunately passed away. But I loved him in The Green Hornet, which I don't have yet in my collection. I've got the old 1960s Batman, and they made a couple of appearances on Batman. But I don't have the Green Hornet series yet, and I want to get that. And then I loved Enter the Dragon. Play Misty for me is directed by Clint Eastwood. Oh, really? Oh, so wait, hang on. So he stars and directs it. Oh, hang on. I didn't know that he directed it. I thought he just starred in it. Oh, yeah. 1971, written and directed. Clint Eastwood. A Universal picture. Nice. That's pretty awesome. I thought he just starred in it. So yeah. That's the one that I need to see, Banjo. That's the one I need to see. The Way of the Dragon has a fight with Chuck Norris. I've seen that fight. And then he also fights that black tall basketball player. Well, back then he had a massive afro. Now he's really old. He that black basketball player did a cameo on The Big Bang Theory, and I cannot fucking remember his name. But he was also in a Bruce Lee fight scene, and I don't remember the guy's name. So I've only watched a couple of Bruce Lee movies. Enter the Dragon is great. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. On The Green Hornet. Kanu. So yeah, but I like Enter the Dragon, so I can't wait to watch them all, but Not a bad nerd haul. So let me grab the list. I think the only one on the list, Shocker. Visions told me about Shocker, and he said, Fears, you gotta watch this one. This one's great. So let me put the rest of the movies right here. Okay. Let me grab the list. There we go. Let me just find Shocker on here. It's a comedy movie too, so there's funny stuff in there. Yeah, but Banjo, which is the one where Bruce Lee fought the black basketball player? I can't remember which one that is. I don't recall that one. All right, let me find Shocker. It's going to take me a minute. I know he fought that one. I just don't remember which one. All right, so Shocker. Let's see. Hollywood Chainsaw, Life Force, Burned Alive, Blood Diner, Robot Jocks, Microwave Massacre, Zombie Beavers, Beyond, Booty Call. I know Shocker's on here. Because I remember writing it down. The Funhouse, Demons. It could be on the other page. Phantom of Paradise, Slasher High. Oh, I'm sorry, Slaughter High. Let's see here. Oh, where the hell is it? Tales from the Hood, Barbarian, Nukem High, Thinner, Ruby, Mother, Edge of the Axe, Grizzly. Oh, there it is. Shocker. There it is. Shocker. 1989. Yep. 1989. There it is. Shocker. So another one off the list, guys. So Shocker. There it is. It's off the list. Oh yeah. Awesome. So we're making progress. We're definitely making progress. Okay. Let's see here. It's a comedy. It's in Game of Death, he fought. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. I've seen that fight scene, Banjo. I've seen that fight scene, but I haven't seen the whole movie yet. Well, we only got 2 people watching, but I hope more people come in. So yeah, I hope. Well, it is Saturday. People are doing their thing, so hopefully later on. I should have did it earlier. Oh wait, there's Lantern. He says, "Hell yeah." Let me call Lantern. Hang on. Lantern. Lantern. Yo!
Yeah.
Lantern, where were you? Were you napping?
Yeah.
I was starving.
I knew it. Hey, did you throw the link? I put the link in the Discord, but did you put it in there again?
Yeah.
All right. Tell everybody that I'm live. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of people in here. Are you gonna type in the chat later on?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll see you in there, buddy. Let me know.
I will.
All right. I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Shunk. All right. Well, Lantern's on the way. Banjo, I'm gonna call you. Buddy. Hang on. Hang on. Let me find you. So, Sega was also jealous. I said, "Hey, Sega, guess what?" I said I met some actors off of Back to the Future, and he was like, "No way, Fears." So I was like, "Oh yeah." All right, I'm gonna call Banjo. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just thought, I thought you'd want to hang out for a bit, Banjo. If you can't talk, don't worry about it. Nope. All right. I thought I would try. Let's continue on. All right. There we are. Let's see here. Where the heck is Lantern? Well, I just called him. I just called him. So Lantern said he'll be in here soon. So yeah. Where the heck is Lantern? Nice Banjo would be a great addition to the show. I'm outside, can't talk. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to put you on the spot. So yeah. He might not be able to talk, he said. His wife is going into labor earlier. Oh, damn. Oh, Lord. Well, congratulations are in order. Shout out to Fangirl Kate. Shout out to Banjo. Shout out to Alex. Well, Banjo, don't you think you should be with your wife instead of watching Fears? You know? If you're gonna have a daughter or a son, you know? Lantern said he'll be in here soon. There we go. We got 6 people coming. More people are coming in. More people are joining. Well, I'm really excited that we got Shocker. Shocker. I'm looking forward to watching this. So, yeah. It better be a son. Well, you never know. You never know. It could be a son. It could be a daughter. It could be, you know, whatever the good Lord gives you, Banjo. Whatever the good... Well, I wanted to thank you for an awesome show last night. I will say this. I'm not going to prolong it. I really didn't enjoy that asshole Tall Rob or Rob Tall or whatever the fuck the idiot's name is attacking me for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong. That guy came in guns blazing, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. I haven't done anything wrong to you. And he was just being a total dick. Total dick. So I hope I never talk to that fucking asshole ever again. And he was like, oh yeah, come on, Fears, and he's throwing gang signals up. I'm like, is that supposed to scare me? Zero afraid. He was calling me everything under the sun. Oh, you're a bitch, Fears. I loved his little troll tactic, though. I'd be like, come on, you talk a big game. Come, let's fight. How is me saying, hey, let's fight? He interpreted like, oh, you're scared, Fears. You're scared. I'm not scared whatsoever. I'm not scared of that dick face. So I would say, I'm not scared. Come on, let's fight. I'm like, you talk a big game. Let's go. And then, which I would beat the shit out of the guy. You know, these trolls, they're all talk. They're all this and no action. Every single time, it shows you how much of a pussy-fied bitch he is. Because every time I said, let's go, let's fight, I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are. And then pause. You're a coward. You're scared, Fears. I'm like, not really. Zero scared. So anyway, but besides that, once that idiot left, then it was a great show. I just didn't really feel like being attacked for no reason, but anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, you're gonna have great fans like you guys, and then you're gonna have idiots like that asshole. So I don't know what the hell was up his butt, but he came in guns blazing like, I'm gonna kill you, Fears. Fuck you, Fears. And I'm like, you're doing all this to scare me? And I'm not scared whatsoever. And they got to come up with better material. Literally, I was like, you don't want to be a bad guy, do you? You don't want to be a bad guy? Come on, man. And he was like, you're short, Fears. I was like, tell me something I don't know, dumb shit. And then he made fun of my weight. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'm trying to get my weight under control. So if it wasn't my weight, it was my height. If it wasn't that, then it was, you're scared, Fears. You're scared. I'm like, I just said, hey, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I just invited you to fight. Face me like a man. How is that me being scared? But anyway, to each their own. I was zero scared. And I was like, this guy's got to come up with better material than this, you know? So, what do I think of Too Tall Rob or Rob Tall, whatever thing? I think he's a complete fucking psychopath. And he's an asshole. He literally was a psychopath for coming on Lantern's show, causing chaos. The guy was not much going on up here, you know? So that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's, yeah. Anyway. I made it short, sweet, and to the point. Hopefully, I never talk to that asshole ever again, because he was a fucking idiot. So, yeah. But, he failed as a troll, though, because I was laughing. I was like, really? I'm like, you're this pathetic? You got nothing else better to do? And he was acting really weird. He had his hoodie on. He's all like that with his hoodie on. And he's like, yeah, man, check me out. Gang signals, Fears. I'm like, is that supposed to scare me? Yeah, man, you're scared, Fears. You're scared. I'm like, no, I'm not. But I decided to take my friend's advice. And he said, Fears, you don't want to mess with that guy. That guy will make your life a living hell. And I don't want that. So I said my piece. I hope I never talk to that guy ever again. And hopefully he never wants to interact with me again, because I don't want to interact with him. So you go your way, buddy. I'll go my way. Hopefully I never talk to that asshole ever again. That's my 2 cents on it. But besides that, once he left, then it was a great show. So there we are. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Banjo said it better be a son. Well, I'm not gonna call your wife that, Banjo. He says my wife can deal with this. I'm a Fierce fan to the end. Okay, all right. Well, that's who I thought it was, Fangirl Kate. I thought it was Carl, and I'm willing to admit I was wrong. I thought it was Carl, but it was not Carl. But he sounded like Carl, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Anyway. I think he was sipping that communion wine, if you know what I mean. I know what you mean. He was off his fucking rocker. Because I don't know who he is, and he comes guns blazing, making fun of me, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who the fuck you are. You know? But anyway, I'm taking my friend's advice. I don't want to stir up shit with that crazy psycho. I just said, I'll keep it short, I'll keep it sweet, to the point. This is what I think of that asshole, and I'm going to move on. So, anyway, let's get back to the show. I just thought it was so unnecessary for him to come into Lantern's show and do all that, but that's my forte on it. All right, so that's what I got at Barnes & Noble. Time for the Nerd Haul to show you guys what I got at the toy convention. Well, it's toy convention, Comic-Con, the whole 9 yards. All right, anyway. I brought my old Warhorse with me. I used this backpack in college, and then once college was done, I take it with me to all my conventions, and I try to get a pin for every convention, guys. And I found some pins, so I'm going to unzip this, and I'm going to show you what I got. All right. So all this stuff I got at the show. All right. So like I said, I met that guy from Back to the Future, and I got his autograph. He used black ink, so you guys can barely see his signature, but I wish he would have used something brighter. But he said, 2 fears, how's Granddad's Little Pumpkin? Because I said, just give me a movie quote. Give me your favorite movie quote, line of dialogue that you actually said in the film. And he said, 2 fears, how's Granddad's Little Pumpkin? And then he wrote his name right there. And I picked this one because all the other photos, you could barely see his face. And this one, you see his face quite well. So, pretty awesome. So I'm going to frame this, and I'm going to put it somewhere on the wall. I don't know where, but there's that. So, yeah. All right. And then I got a new Slimer. New Slimer. Now, apparently the vendor sold me this. And back in the 80s, whenever you got Slimer shampoo, I wish he would have had the shampoo bottle, but he did not. But he labeled it Slimer Bubble Bath Bottle Topper. But I was like, I don't need the bubble bath, you know? So I liked the top, and I got it for a couple of bucks. But a new Slimer. There you are. I'm going to put it right by the slime with my other Slimer right here. Oh, yeah. There he is. There we go. And then I got a new Ghostbusters tie for church. Check it out. New Ghostbusters tie for church. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm liking it. So, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. I ain't afraid of no ghost. And then Fear's got a new movie prop. I got a new movie prop. You guys should all remember this. Youth jailed. Martin McFly Jr. arrested for theft. Youth gang denies. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. They were wanting to sell it for $35. Fear's got it down much cheaper. So, the newest prop to my collection. I'm going to leave it in the plastic because I don't want anything bad to happen to it, and I'll probably frame it. So I'm either going to put it on the movie prop shelf, I haven't decided, or I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, my friends. There we are. And then Jeff gave me this. So this is the next show that I'm going to. It's a big show. The Southeast largest toy focused event. 40,000 square feet. Lots of toys and collectibles. The Tampa Toy Con that Jeff's putting on. July. It's a 2-day con. July 12th through the 13th. Daniel Pacina, I've met him from Mortal Kombat has come, so I'm going to try to get another interview with him. And she's a cosplayer, and he works for Disney, and then he's a cartoon artist. So that's going to be a good show coming up, my friends. That's going to be a really good show. All right. Let's see. I got a free sticker. And then, let's see here. And then some guy got a bunch of, he had a whole bunch of VHS tapes. I'm going to take this off now. I just wore it just to show you guys. There we are. So, new tie for church, good old Ghostbusters. Would you expect anything less from Fears? No, hell no. So, I was doing my live, and Crumble was like, Fierce, you got to find some cool VHS tapes. And I was like, you got something there? I'm like, let's do it. So I found these. This is pretty rare. From Star Wars to Jedi, the making of a saga. I've never seen this. So hopefully I can find it on YouTube somewhere, and I can watch it. But man, oh man, oh man, this looked pretty badass. Pretty badass. And then I got, it's still in the plastic container, and it's still got the the sticker of the movie rental place from, I shit you not, This Was Fate. My best friend, his name is Randall. The movie rental, what is that? Randall's from Texas. Randall's from Texas. So, who's from Texas that we know? Lantern. Who's my best friend? Randall. So, I was like, oh my God. So, I saw that, and then I lost my original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS tape when I was a kid. I think it broke because I watched it so much. But straight from the movie rental place, used movie sale. Oh man, this probably hasn't been opened in years. I could smell the 80s. Pretty badass. Pretty awesome, my friends. So, yep. Pretty awesome. I love it. I love it. And then last but certainly not least, this one was probably one of the most rares. Still in the shrink wrap. I'm not going to take the plastic off of it. One of my favorites. It's not my favorite sci-fi movies, but it's one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Demolition Man. Demolition Man. It was originally $9.98 when it first came out. And then the vendor was selling it for $8. But of course, Fears worked my magic and got it down. I'm going to keep the plastic on it. Look, the plastic is still on it. Because if you take the plastic off, it'll deface the value. So, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. It sucks that there's a big sticker across the front, you know, where it says Stallone, but at least you can see Demolition Man. And I just got this on Blu-ray and 4K a couple weeks ago, and I watched it and I reviewed it for you guys. Now I've got the VHS tape. Oh, hell yeah. Will it stay? Hang on. There we go. There we go. All right. I got another sticker. Let's see here. I got some more Star Trek trading cards. Let's open them up and let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Oh, very cool. Now, these are from the original. Very cool. I like them. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, in some of these cards, they've got one of my favorite, the city on the edge of forever. Or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember, but I love that episode. Oh, yeah. Capture or argue, and then that's a good one. Oh, there's the fight scene, the classic fight scene with the Gorn. Spock doing a mind meld. Hell yeah. Spock meeting his father. I've seen that episode. That one's all right. Let's open up this one, shall we? Nice. Nice. Ahura, Squares of Gatos. Hopefully I said that right. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, come on. There's got to be one trading card of my favorite episode. Oh, there's Captain Pike. There you are. Sulu. That's a good one. Black Knight. That's a good episode. I like that one. Yeah. Let's see here. I love the cards, but I wish they would have had at least one trading card. Of my favorite episode of Star Trek of all time. That's all right though, because you never know what you're gonna get in these packs. So yeah, there we are, and then Insane Colonist. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, not too shabby. So I'm gonna add all of these cards to my binder of trading cards. There he is. There's Lantern. Lantern, better late than never. Where the hell you been, Lantern? Unbelievable, buddy. Lantern, pick a card, any card. I don't do that magic shit. I do that Star Trek shit. Oh, hang on. There it is. I leave the magic up to Randall. I'm telling you, Banjo, it was a struck. It was fate. It was destiny. I saw that VHS tape. Lantern, you're going to like this. Check this out. So at first I just got it because of this. Then all of a sudden, my eyeball looked down here, and I saw the original sticker from the movie rental place. And, Lantern, I want you to read something. Where's this movie rental place from? Texas, Lantern. And then the movie rental place was called Randall's. So I was like, if that's not fate, if that's not destiny, two of my friends, you got Randall, my old film school buddy. He's my best friend. He's my buddy. He's my pal. Then Lantern, we've been friends for about a year now, Lantern, a year and a half. And I was like, oh shit, I'm like, Lantern's from Texas. I'm like, this is fate. This is destiny. Plus, it's one of my favorite movies, too. So all in all, it was a pretty good nerd haul. It was a pretty good day. There we are. I'll put my trading cards over here. Right there. Let's see. And then last, but certainly not least, I got, oh, where are they? Hang on. Let me find them. Some guy was handing out some pins, and you guys know I love my coffee, so death before decaf. No decaf. That's the reason why I got this. No decaf. It's always original coffee. Does Fears drink decaf? Hell no. Why would I? Original coffee is the best. And then I got this one because I'm a nerd. This guy was handing out free pins, and I said, well, I like coffee, so I said, I'll take that one. And then I'm a nerd, so I got this little nerdy guy right here. So I'm going to add these guys to my backpack before I go to sleep tonight. Hell yeah. And then I got a new updated flyer with all the new shows. So I can throw all of those flyers away, and this is the newest flyer, my friends. So yeah. So the show's coming up. There's 3 shows in July, 1 in August. I'm sorry, 2 in August. 3 in September. 1, 2, 3, 4 in October. And 1 in November. Awesome. Many more shows to come, my friends. Many more shows to come. All right. There we are. Not a bad nerd haul. Not a bad nerd haul. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to use the restroom. Just go ahead and study my... you know what? Go ahead and study my new Slimer. Hell yeah, another epic find to my Ghostbuster merch. So you guys just study Slimer. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. Go ahead and say, look at his tongue. His tongue's like going nuts. Pretty sweet. So you study him, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Yeah, dude, Slimer. All right. There he is. There he is. He was holding down the fort. Holding down the fort. All right. So, his tongue is going fucking nuts. Well, he looks awesome. The new and improved Slimer, I'm putting this on the Halloween tree this year, and he's going on the Christmas tree this year. Oh, yeah. I'll find a branch, and I'll just sit him on a branch. So there we are. All right. Let's put them up here. Oh, hang on. There you go. That's perfect right there. Nice. That fit perfectly on there. The moose glass, you know, from Christmas Vacation. Lots of props, as always, my friends. Let's see. Lantern says, well, howdy, chat. Howdy, everybody. Oh, yeah, Mr. Lantern. Now we're talking. There you go. Lantern, you were holding down the fort. Lantern, what the hell are you doing? Where's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Usually when Fierce shits his ass off, you know, you're always counting down. Oh, well. Lantern's tired. Lantern's tired. I hear you, Lantern. I'm pretty tired myself. I was going nuts at a convention. And, Banjo, I took your advice. I did bring the vlog camera. I was just going to do a live stream on my phone, right? And then I thought, no, Banjo's right, you know, just in case if something happens. If something happens, you know, I'll bring the camera. Thank God I took Banjo's advice. Because Banjo, if I didn't bring the vlog camera, I would have not been able to interview the guy from Back to the Future. And he was going nuts. I said, hey, man, I said, I'm a big fan. I said, I love Back to the Future. I said, can I get a picture and an autograph? And he was like, yeah. He's like, right on, Fears. And I said, and he told me a behind-the-scenes story. And I said, hey, man, I said, I hate to put you on the spot, but I said, my fans would kill me if I didn't ask you. I said, you just told me that behind-the-scenes story. And he goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. And I said, do you think you could tell that exact behind-the-scenes story and me interview? He goes, oh, yeah, sure, Fierce, no problem. He goes, I do tons of conventions per year. He goes, that's not a problem. I said, well, I didn't want to put you on the spot. I said, I know a billion people must ask you shitloads of questions about your career. And he's like, Fierce. He goes, I love being an actor. And he goes, Fierce, you see this mustache? And I said, I see it. It looks good. He goes, I'm growing out my mustache because he's about to play Mark Twain in a movie. He wouldn't give me much. He even says it in the interview. I think he says it in the interview. I asked him a bunch of questions. Got an interview. So, a Back to the Future 2 and 3 interview from Jeffrey Wiseman. Hopefully that's how you say. Jeff, if I butchered your name, sorry. Yo, Visions, what's up? He says, fart hut. Oh, I was definitely farting. And then a rubber ducky in the toilet. I didn't have a rubber ducky in the toilet. But, when I was a kid, I had a rubber ducky like Bert and Ernie in the tub with me. So, yeah. So, it kind of works out. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Visions. Now we're talking. Exactly, my friend. Visions, did you see the VHS tapes that I got? I don't know if you just got here, but I think you guys saw them. I did a massive live. People seem to love the toy show live. I used to do them all the time back in Missouri, and then I kind of stopped for a while. But Walter was there, Crumbles. I think you were there, Banjo. Visions was there. A bunch of people. I had like 14 viewers. I can't remember how many people showed up. Walter literally wrote in the chat, see, these are the lives I want to see. And it was awesome. And then I met this movie master guy. He was a veteran. I shook his hand. I said, hey, man, thanks for your service. I said, my dad served in the Army. He was like, oh, yeah? I said, not Navy, but I said, my dad served 10 years in the Army. He served in the Navy. This guy was going nuts. And Visions, you said, this guy knows his stuff. Man, this guy knew his stuff. I had so much damn respect for this guy for 2 reasons. 1, he served our country. 2, this guy knew more about movies than the fucking movie master. He was like, you seen this movie? You seen this movie? You seen this movie? I was like, I've seen these. I've heard of this one. Haven't seen that one. I'm going to watch this one. So, yeah. So, just in case, buddy, if you didn't see it, I don't know how long you've been watching Visions, but I'll show you again. Check these out. So, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I got it for 3 reasons. 1, it's Turtles. 2, this movie is from Texas in honor of Lantern. And then the actual movie rental place, Visions. What does that say? Randall's. I was like, this is fate. This is fucking destiny. So I called Randall and told him, right? And Randall was like, no way, Fears. There's no way. I took a picture of it because I'm going to Instagram this. And then Randall goes, son of a bitch, Fears. I'm like, I know, right? And he's like, I've never even heard of that rental place. I'm like, I've never lived in Texas, Randall, so I didn't either. And he's like, did you get it? I said, yeah, of course I got it. So yeah, and then I got Demolition Man in the plastic. In the plastic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then I got The Making. From Star Wars to Jedi, The Making of a Saga. I've never seen this, but I'm going to try to find the whole movie of this, because I don't have a VHS player. It's just going to be on the shelf for show. I'm going to find this, and I'm going to watch this on YouTube, and I'm going to review it for you guys. It's got to be on YouTube somewhere. I'm going to watch this. Hell yeah. And then Slimer's new. And then I got some Star Trek trading cards. Oh, yeah. And then I don't know if you saw these, Visions. I took your advice. I finally found it, Visions. Shocker. Oh, hell yeah. I already marked it off the list. Oh, yes. And then I got Sudden Death, Van Damme style. I'm going to take you down, you motherfucker. And then Van Damme's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm fucking Van Damme. I make fucking shit happen. And then he's like shooting people with guns and shit. He's like, yeah, bring it on, bitch. That's right. Then I got a limited edition RoboCop 2 with a shitload of bonus features. Oh, hell yeah. And then this one just looked too good. Banjo said this one's really good. I've never heard of it. But I love Clint Eastwood movies. Dirty Harry, hell yeah. Clint Eastwood, play Misty for me. Banjo said it's fucking epic. So I read the back. He's like some guy that works at a radio station, and this girl calls in, I guess, his girlfriend. Well, it becomes his girlfriend, and she gets really obsessed, and she's like, play Misty for me. He plays it for her. They start dating, and then all of a sudden he's getting like creepy vibes, and he's like, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work out. And he dumps her, and then she turns into a raging psychopath, and let the adventure, let the movie start. So I read that, and I was like, that sounds good. I'm adding it to my collection. I love Bruce Lee, Dragon, and Jason Scott Lee portrays Bruce Lee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then my dad loved this movie too. I remember me and my dad watching it, so I got it for two reasons. One, I love my dad, and two, I fucking love Bruce Lee. I've never heard of this one though, but it sounds creepy as hell. The Visit. Like two kids go visit their grandparents, and apparently on the way to their grandparents, two like old people bust out of an insane asylum, kill the grandparents, and then they act like they're the two kids' grandparents, and they start like acting really creepy, and they want to kill the kids, and they already killed their grandparents, and one thing leads to another. And I read the back, and I was like, that sounds fucking epic as a horror movie. That sounds fucking nuts. I'm like, I've never heard of it, but it's got to be a part of the collection. And it sounded hilarious. Like, oh yeah, we're your grandparents. No, we're not. We just killed your grandparents, you motherfucker. That's right. And then I got a classic. Who doesn't love fucking Nick Cage? He's fucking Nick motherfucking Cage. He's Nick fucking Cage. Con Air. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Con Air. One day, I hope I can meet Nick Cage. I'm going to be like, Cage, Fears, Cage. He'll be like, yo, Fears, what's up? I'm like, I need a photo, I need an autograph, and I need it pronto. Hell yeah. And then I'm going to be like, hey, Nick, do you know why people love you? And then he's going to respond like, I don't know, maybe I'm an actor, good actor. I'm like, no. A good actor, that's a given. It's because you're fucking Nick fucking Cage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I found some gems, man. Oh yeah. I found some gems, but you know what? When does Fears not find gems? That Barnes and Noble that I go to get all the gems, it never disappoints. Never. Genius. Genius. All right, let me catch up with the comments. Because I'm getting behind here. Let's see here. Banjo said, I knew you'd get some rockin' footage. Yeah. And you know what, Banjo? I'm doing better on taking people's advice. If it's sound advice, why wouldn't Fears take it? You know, I just didn't want to get more behind because now I'm only, well, with today's vlog, I did film a vlog. With today's vlog, now I was 15 vlogs behind, you know, but since I've been doing a lot of editing and uploading, now I'm only, with today's vlog, I'm 8 vlogs behind. So I just got to keep pumping out the footage, pumping out until I'm, hopefully by the time I go visit my family in August, because my uncle and my aunt and a bunch of my American cousins are coming to visit in July. I don't know if I'll take off a whole week from work, but I'll definitely take off like 3 or 4 days, show them around. They're gonna be here a week, and I think they're gonna be here 10 days, 11 days, something like that. And I said, I don't know if I can take 10 days off of work, but I said, if I can, I will. But I said, if not 10 days, I'll take 3 or 4 days off, show you guys around, and then you guys can do whatever the hell you want. And they're like, yeah, sounds good, Fears. And I was like, yep. And then in August, I'm probably going to take, if my boss lets me, because I haven't been home since last November, I'd love to take 2 weeks off. If not 2 weeks, at least a week and a half. I need a vacation. Let's see. What's up, Bukagi? He says, Fart Hut is what they call my local Pizza Hut because it smells so bad inside. Yeah, but I don't know why it smells bad inside there, buddy, but at least Pizza Hut pizza. Man, that brings some classic memories. You know, Fears winning the baseball game. My coach would take the winning team. My mom, my dad would meet my coach and everybody at the fucking Pizza Hut, get some pizza, talk about the victory, you know, and I'd be in my my O'Fallon, Missouri baseball attire, my St. Louis attire, because I played on a whole bunch of baseball teams when I was a kid, and then we'd eat pizza. Oh yeah, good times. So really, Bukaki, it doesn't really matter why your Pizza Hut smells. As long as the pizza is still rocking, it's still fucking great, it's still fucking amazing. Who cares about the smell? And if you don't like the smell, just fucking order, fucking delivery. Oh yeah. Now we're talking, buddy. Bukagi, I think you were there too for my live stream, and the live stream was fantastic. You guys loved it. I loved it. Even Pixel, I think was one of the, oh no, it was Pixel and Visions the last to comment before I turned off the live at the show. Vision said, great work, good stream. And then Pixel said, yeah, this stream was really fun. And I looked at Pixel when I was doing the live and I said, it was fun. I don't even know why I stopped doing the lives at the show. But I'm going to continue now because now I know that you guys fucking love them. So not only do you guys love these shows, the shows at home, in front of the props, in front of the movies, you guys like the out and about streams. So I'm going to continue to do them, my friends. All right, Lantern says coffee first. Oh, yeah, Lantern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me catch up. Bukaki says, Lantern, I'm going to report you for spamming. Oh, shit. That's not good. R.I.P. Lantern. Report to YouTube authorities. You son of a bitch. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Vision says, classic Horace Pinker. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Which one? Which one, Visions? Horace Pinker. Well, it's not that one because that's Clint Eastwood. I don't know. It's not this one. Nick Cage. Oh, you mean? Oh, is that this guy's name? Finally, I can't wait because you recommended this one, Visions. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, there it is!" And I forgot to bring the list. Normally, I bring the list, but because I went to the show, I got to Barnes and Noble, and I was like, "Fuck, I forgot the list." And so I was trying to do it by memory. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, I know for a fact. I'm like, that's on the list. This was the very first one I grabbed. And then I found all these. So, yeah. So, let's see here. Man, this thing's got a shit ton of bonus features. I don't even know what this is about. I'm gonna, oh yeah, there it is. Right here. There it is. I found it. Right there. I may have to watch the trailer because I can't remember what this is about. But you said it's good, so I took your word for it. Yeah, that's a good one. The ending rules. Oh, well, at least I know it has an epic ending. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. So before I end this stream, I'm going to watch this trailer again because I can't remember what this is about. But yeah, I may watch this one tonight. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Tokes? Good to see you. Put the bunny back in the box. Oh, well, if you're going to do it, Visions, you got to do it right. Put the bunny back in the box. Fucking Nick Cage style. He doesn't need an explanation. He's fucking Nick motherfucking Cage. Hopefully I get to meet him one day. Man, how great would it be if Fears not only got a picture with Nick Cage, but a fucking interview with the fucking Cage Meister. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Toke said he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He. Fear stung it up. No, I did not, Lantern. I went number 1, not number 2. Lantern always assumes that I go number 2. You know, Lantern, sometimes there's number 1s. A lot of the times it's number 2, but sometimes it's number 1, buddy. I'm just saying. So I think tonight's watches are, let me see, because I got some pretty good gems here. I'm gonna put everything over here on hold. I really do like Bruce Lee. I think I'm gonna go with Bruce Lee tonight. And if there's time, I'm going to watch Shocker. So if I fall asleep by accident, then I'm going to watch Shocker tomorrow before work. But these two are the watches tonight, so I'm going to put them off to the side. There we are. I'm kind of curious about this because I've never heard of the visit. A grandma and a grandpa get killed by 2 psycho grandparents, and they raise all hell, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna kill kids, and we're gonna kill your whole family, and we killed your grandparents on a fucking farmhouse and shit. And I was like, I've never heard of this, so I'm gonna watch the trailer for this too because I've never heard of the visit. But I was like, that's classic horror movie material. So yeah, there you are. That would be scary, though. Oh, I've never met my grandma and my grandpa. Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. We're not your grandma and your grandpa. We killed them, and they're in the fucking farmhouse. Well, what would you do? Well, that's not good. Oh, shit. You know, do the classic horror movie face. Oh, shit, you know. And then you hightail your ass out of there, you know. There you are. Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh, my Lord. Let's see. Toke says, well, howdy, Chadwick. What's up, Tokes? What's up, everybody? Let's see. Boo Khaki says, never mess with a man named Horace Pinker because you know he lived a rough life. Wow. This must be good. You guys are doing tons of movie quotes. I might watch Shocker tonight, too. Haven't seen it in forever. Well, I've never seen it, period. So I'm looking forward to it. I love how Stuttering John said Nicolas Cage's name in tonight's show. Announcer audition. I didn't stutter. I said fucking Nick Cage. Don't be making up things, Tokes. Don't even go there. I did not stutter. No, 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 no. I said fucking Nick Cage. Nick motherfucking Cage. All right, well, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch these two trailers because I remember watching Shocker, but I don't remember what it's about. And I've never seen The Visit. So let's start with The Visit because I don't know what that is. So let's watch the trailer. I just read the back cover and it sounded good. So, yo, what's up, Crumbles? Crumbles was there for my live today. So I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. All right, let's see if I can find a trailer for The Visit. Because I read the back cover and I was like, that sounds good. People, they've never met their grandparents. They get there, their grandparents are dead, and then these two elderly psychopaths that have escaped from a psych ward are like, oh, no. We're your parents. And they're like, no, I don't think so. You guys are acting really fucking weird. So, yeah. So, The Visit. Let's watch this one. Because I've never heard of this. The Visit. All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
This is Maria Bella Jameson, my Nana. And this is my Pop-Pop.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We're visiting for the week.
They're visiting for the week. So not only do they have to put up with these psychopaths that are not their grandparents, they have to put up with them for a whole fucking week. Oh, man. This is classic horror movie material. Again, why do these idiots in these movies put themselves in these situations? Once I found out that they weren't my grandparents, there's something called a phone. You call the police, you get to a car. If the car doesn't start, you've got fucking legs, you run your ass out of there. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Yes, you guys. We're having a great time. I wanted to spend time with you for so long, Nana.
I have not seen your Nana this happy in years.
So on the surface, they sound and act like typical grandparents, but I think things are about to take a turn for the worst. Dun dun dun! It always does. It always does. All right, here we go.
Bedtime here is 9:30. You two shouldn't come out of your room after that.
Good night.
Good night.
Already, this is kind of creepy. Because he was like, don't you dare come out of your room after 9:30. Oh shit, what happens after 9:30? Oh Lord, we're about to find out.
What is that? Nana?
Damn!
What's that?
She had her head inside an oven, and then she's naked, or she looked naked, scraping the walls. Oh my Lord, this is nuts.
I think Nana's not feeling well.
Grandmother's.
I didn't really want to see her old ass naked scraping the walls, because nothing against old people. I admire the elderly, but I don't want to see a naked old person, you know? There it is. She looked naked. I don't know if she was, but she looked naked. She was scraping the walls like crazy.
Why?
Nana and Papa are acting strange.
I knew we were gonna have this call. They're just weird people.
Hey, why is Nana staring into the well?
Hi, Papa! Papa!
Mom, there's something wrong with Nana and Papa.
Oh,
They're
man.
just old.
I'm just cleaning it.
What is in the shed? Nana?
So, the kids walk down the stairs, and the grandpa, well, the so-called grandpa, he's sitting in a rocking chair, rocking back, and he's got a shotgun in his mouth. This is not good. Oh, Lord. Well, so far, Fears is going to grade this, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 so far. I've never heard of The Visit, and this is my first time watching the trailer. Looking forward to watching it. Pretty interesting. Psycho, usually it's young people or people around my age, you know, killing people in horror movies. For the elderly to be the killers in a horror movie, that's a nice little twist.
Are you down here?
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?
Oh, hell no. I'd be like, hey, bitch, you get in that oven and clean it your damn self. No, Fears, I need your help. No, you're good. You clean the oven yourself, because there's no fucking way that I would get in that oven. No. At least she asked very nicely, but I'd be like, oh, fuck me? No, fuck you.
Stop! Now! Stop!
The Visit. Ew, it's cool. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. That was a solid watch. So I can't wait to watch it. Never heard of it until now. But yeah. Let's see. here. I didn't know that Fierce sent an audition tape for the announcer position at that Tonight Show, though. That's pretty... No. No, the audition... No, not... It wasn't the Tonight Show, Tokes. It was... When the new Star Wars movie was coming out, there was some contest going on. I don't remember all the details. And they said, they said, you can try out for Star Wars. They said, we're going to send you some lines of dialogue. They said, we want you to make an audition tape. And I had to follow their instructions. They said, we want like a front shot. And then I had to turn to the left. I had to turn to the right. I had to have my shirt on, my shirt off. Then I had to read the lines. And then they said, like, tell us why, how big of a Star Wars fan you are. I don't remember everything they asked, but I did the audition tape, and obviously I didn't get the part, but at least it was cool to audition. I got so much trolling from that audition tape. I've thought about taking it down. I haven't, because the fans are like, Fears, don't take it down. Because I did it so long ago, but there's times where I want to take it down. So yeah. Vision says, oh, hell no. Exactly. That was a solid... I've never heard of The Visit until now. That was a solid watch. All right, let's watch Shocker, because I've watched this one before, but I can't remember what it's about. So let's see here. Is it The Shocker? No, just Shocker. All right. Shocker. Shocker trailer. Let's see here. Oh, 1989. Nice. So it's that classic horror movie stuff that I love, because I don't mind horror movies from the 90s and the 70s, but the 80s was when they were like at their prime epicness for horror movies back in the 80s. Love the 80s ones. All right, here we go. Oh, Wes Craven directed this, because it says, from the director of A Nightmare on Elm Street comes a suspense thriller / horror film. I did not know that Wes Craven directed this. Well, already I know it's going to be good, because he created the Butter Knives guy. Hell yeah. He created Freddy.
We are here today to bear witness to the execution of Horace Pinker, whose unspeakable atrocities have horrified the people of this great state. He stands
I kind of remember this, but I don't remember all the details, but so far, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up.
convicted of 52 counts of aggravated assault, 23 counts of armed robbery, and 37 counts of murder in the first degree.
Damn!
Prisoner, have any final words?
Yeah. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
I don't think he's dead.
Damn, he had like I don't know if it was because of the electric chair visions, but he stuck his finger, I guess, in an electrical socket, and then on his bald head there was all these like massive like burn, and you could see like blood and like parts of the bone like on the back of his skull. Like I guess he got electrocuted so bad, like there was shitloads of burn marks on his bald head. Damn, that thing, it looked like it hurt, my friend.
Now, Wes Craven brings you his greatest creation. Shocker.
Nice. I'm excited. I can't wait. And it has a crap load of bonus features on the back. All this is bonus features. All this is bonus features. She's bleeding. He looks really mad. He's like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Well, hey, guess what? Fuck you. You're going to be dead in about 2 minutes. That's right. I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. All right, let's see. 2 in the... Oh, I'm not going to read that. No. 0 supplement fiber. I don't know if these are all quotes from the movie. Minecraft is where Dennis Quaid raises an alien. You're going nuts, Tokes. I don't know what the hell you're on about, but that was a solid trailer. I hadn't watched that trailer in quite a while. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm really looking forward to watching that. And Visions, you've seen a lot more movies than I have, so if you say it's good, I know it's good, because all the recommendations that you have gave me over the years, not one of them disappoint. One of your best recommendations, fucking Army of Darkness, man, and Mad Max. Those have been 2 of my favorite recommendations, because, man, Army of Darkness, an army of fucking dead skeletons and dead zombies, and then that fucking skeleton guy, like, he looks up, and then Ash comes down, and he's all like, ah! And then he like fucking crushes the skull on, or whatever the fuck it was, and then he goes flying up the side of the castle and shit. I'm gonna watch that again around Halloween time. I've only watched it once, and I got the Steelbook, because the artwork on the Steelbook was amazing, and I was like, you have to get it, Fears. You must have it. You must have it in the collection. I bought it. It's in the collection. Pretty good. Yo, Uncool Taste, what's up? He says, yo, what up, Fears Man? Pretty good. It's been a great day. It's been a great live at the show. A great live now. We're having fun. Did an epic nerd haul. Haven't done an epic nerd haul in a while. Speaking of nerd hauls, as soon as Visions finishes my order, an Exhumed Visions unboxing coming soon. Hell yeah. There you are. All right, let's see. What next? What's next? All right. Well, in honor of Friday the 13th, I watched... Oh, I forgot to grab it. Hang on. I forgot to grab it. In honor of Friday the 13th, last night I watched the remake of Child's Play, so I'm going to review this. Mark Hamill did a solid job as Chucky's voice. I like the other guy. Obviously, you're always going to love the original, but as a remake, there's things I like about it. There's things I don't like about it, but let's get into it. Let's get into it, shall we? All right. There we are. Because nothing's going to out-top the original, but there's a few things. There's a few new kills in this one that I like. Obviously, I like the original a whole lot better because there's some legendary kills in the first one. So yeah. All right. I need to have this as my... There we go. All right. Okay. So, Child's Play... I think it's... What is it? 2019. 19. Audrey Plaza's in it, and I don't remember whatever kid they got to play Andy, but it's a new actor. And then Audrey Plaza plays the mom, and it's almost like the original, except the only thing they changed is the gangster guy, Charles Lee Ray, he's dying and he puts his soul into the doll. This time it's due to a malfunction. So in this one it's called My Buddy, and he's like the wave of the future AI, and you can sync it to your phone and all that other bullshit. This is one of the reasons why I don't mind AI, but this is the main reason why you want to keep humans in the loop, because if you don't keep humans in the loop, then you'll have AI crazy shit like Megan AI, because Megan was synced up to AI in that movie, and then she becomes too smart, and then she starts killing and slicing motherfuckers up. Then Chucky starts slicing motherfuckers up. I have nothing against AI, but maybe the reason why they make these movies is, as long as you keep humans first and you control AI, then you got nothing to worry about. If AI gets too smart, then all this crazy bullshit may happen. So yeah. So he malfunctions, and then all hell breaks loose. So it's due to a malfunction in the AI, and one thing leads to another, and then one thing leads to something bad, and then bad leads to worse, and worse leads to horrible. And then by the end of the movie, it's mad fucking chaos. So yeah. As a remake, I'm going to give it because I'm going to write my first bit of notes. The original is always better. So, the original is always better. The original, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. So, original, 10 out of 10. And then I'm going to put remake. It's a solid watch. It's an okay watch. It's not bad. It's not good. It's an enjoyable watch. There's some good kills in it. I'm going to give it a right in the middle. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So it's not bad. It's not good. It's just an okay watch. Watch it on a Sunday afternoon if you got nothing to do. So 6 out of 10. Mark Hamill did a great job as Chucky. So, Mark Hamill. Fucking Luke Skywalker. How can you not like Luke Skywalker? That's another guy that I would love to meet before I die. The myth, the man, the legend. You guys call me a legend. No. I mean, I appreciate you guys call me a legend, but Mark Hamill is he's a fucking master. He's not even a legend. He's a fucking Jedi motherfucking master. That's what I'm talking about. That's what. Oh, really? I did not know that she had a stroke. Well, that's not good. I hope she's okay. I will admit, she is weird. I mean, she's a great actress, but she's fucking weird. She always seems uncomfortable whenever she's doing, like, talk show, like, appearances. Like, I remember Conan interviewed her once, and what did she say? I'm trying to remember. Conan says, "Hey, Audrey, thanks a lot for coming on the show." And she goes, pause. And then her eyes get this big and she goes, "Yep." And I'm just like, that is not an appropriate. Usually people say, "Oh, thank you. It's great. Thank you for interviewing me. Thanks for having me on the talk show." Like, if I was ever on a talk show, I'd be like, "Oh, Conan, thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you. I'm John Fears. It's an honor to be on the show." Something normal. I wouldn't just sit there with big googly eyes. Yep. You know? That's the wrong thing to say. So, yeah. Anyway. Mark made a good Chucky. And not only is he an experienced actor, but he's a great character. He's all three. He's a great actor, he's a great character actor, and he's a good voice actor, because for many years he voiced the Joker. Oh, Holly, you're the prettiest woman in my box. That was my attempt at doing Mark Hamill's impression of Joker, so please rate it in the chat. You won't hurt my feelings. I'm just curious. Oh, Holly, you're the most beautiful present in my box under my tree. And he says all these crazy lines. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Davis? He says, Colossus, the Forbidden Project, the original AI warning movie. Don't let me forget, I'm going to watch the trailer. Let me do all my movie reviews, and then I'll watch that. If it makes the list, then I'll put it on the list. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry. It has to be amazing, epic content to make it to the most legendary list. So yeah, greetings. Well, greetings to you too. Toke says, Mark Hamill gets all the punting. I would imagine, he walks up, hey ladies, guess what? I don't know if you've heard, I'm Luke Skywalker. Don't fuck with a Jedi Master, So he made a good Chucky. He's a decent Chucky. He wasn't bad. He wasn't good. He was a decent Chucky. All right, best original kill from the original movie. So best original kill from the original was when the babysitter is like, all right, Andy, time for bed. And then he's like, Aunt Maggie, Chucky wants to watch the news and all that bullshit. And then she's like, oh, well, good for Chucky. She goes, all right, mister. She goes, I want you in bed in 2 minutes, brush your teeth. He goes to bed. Chucky's inside the bed with Andy. She's reading. She hears a noise. She looks into the kitchen. She removes that potted plant. As soon as she turns around, Chucky hits her in the face with that good guy's hammer. She goes flying through the window. They live on the 3rd story. She comes flying down. Her body smashes on top of that car. Instant death. That is the best kill out of the original. So, the apartment death. The apartment death, my friends. New film death. The best new film death is... there's some good kills in this, but I'm gonna have to go with Audrey Plaza's boyfriend in the film gets killed. He's taking his Christmas lights down, and Chucky kicks the ladder out from underneath him, and he gets tangled in the Christmas lights. He falls to the ground. And then Chucky starts, I don't know what you call it. It's not a lawnmower. It's like whenever you mulch your yard with those massive blades, he turns that on and fucking mulches the guy's top of his head off. So, the mulch kill. Hell yeah. So, yard mulch kill. Hell yeah. Best scene. So those are the best kills. Best scene for me. Let's see. Best scene. Because it's so fucking creepy. Mark Hamill. He's as Chucky. He's sitting on the bed. The kid walks in. Meets Chucky for the first time. The kid kind of looks at Chucky. And Chucky looks really fucking weird in this movie. I like the original look of Chucky. This one's all right. He's got whenever he's nice, he's got blue eyes. Whenever he's pissed off, he's got red eyes right there. I don't know if you can see it. So the kid walks in. Chucky's sitting on the bed, and he starts singing the My Buddy song. He's like, my buddy, I'll be your buddy forever. Or some shit like that. And I'm like, this is fucking creepy beyond belief. I would hit that off button immediately. So the My Buddy song is without a doubt the best scene for me because it's so damn creepy. And if a horror movie isn't creepy, then what's the point of watching it? A cold shiver went down Veers' back. I was like, if that fucking doll started singing My Buddy to me, I'd be like, my ass. And I would kick it in the face and it would launch through the window and I'd be like, all right, well, I've had enough of that. So the My Buddy song is probably my favorite scene. It's one of the most weirdest songs I've ever heard in a film. It's like, I'm your buddy, you know, like in the old one, it's, hi, I'm Chucky, and we'll be friends to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha. So there really wasn't a song in the first one. There was a commercial, a fake commercial, and the fake commercial's good, but in this one, there's a whole song. It's like, I'm your buddy, I'm your pal, I'm your buddy. And I'm like, no, you are not. So yeah, My Buddy song. There you are. So an okay watch. 6 out of 10, my friends. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. There you are. Let's see. All right. Well, David suggested this. So I'm going to watch this, and then we're going to continue on with the podcast. So, David, I'm going to watch this. I've never heard of this one. Colossus 4-bin Project. Let's see if it makes the list. Let's see here. Let me have a little watch. Let's have a little watch. I've never heard of it, but we'll see if it makes the list. Love the scene where the mom went to remove the battery. Oh, yeah. That's from the original. That's fucking creepy. She's all like kind of looking down. And she grabs Chucky and she opens it up. And then his face is like looking down. And then it fucking rotates. And it's like, hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play? She drops it. It goes underneath the couch. And then she's like, talk to me. All right, I'm going to make you talk. And then she lights the fire. And then she's like, I said talk to me, damn it, or I'm going to throw you in the fire. And then he goes, you stupid fucking bitch. And then, man, once you piss off Chucky, oh, let the fucking fire start. And it was an all-out war. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, let's see if I can find this. All right, David said it was made in 1970, so let me just look it up. So the next one I want to order, Visions, is that one, I keep forgetting. It's on my phone. Hang on. What is it called? It's the one with that superhero music, and it's so cheesy. Visions, the half tank motherfucker guy. That guy. Let me go to my digital list. What the hell is it called? The Eliminators, 1986. That's the one. That's the one I want to get next. And then I really want to get Fortress, that prison movie where the guy escapes from the prison and all that. Like he's wrongfully accused or some shit. And then Blood Diner. I want to get Blood Diner. Because it's so cheesy. Like the married couple, they go in for like a nice dinner. And he's like, oh, what can I get you on the menu? Ooh. And he's like, what are the specials? He's like, oh, let me go in the back and check. The guy goes in the back. All of a sudden, the door fucking flies open. And the couple looks, and there's like all these zombies like eating on body parts, drinking blood, eating blood. And they're like, what the fuck is going on with these fucking people? And then it's an all-out war of those zombies like trying to kill like the couple. That's why it's called Blood Diner. And they're like, let's get the fuck out of here now, you know? So I can't wait for that one. All right. Let me look this one up. So the 4-bin Project trailer. Let's have a little look. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. 70. Where is it? Oh, it's got that guy from he was in, I don't remember his name. It's that soap opera guy. He was on The Young and the Restless, and he was in Titanic, the Titanic movie. I don't remember the guy's name, but that guy, before he got Young and the Restless, I didn't know, I thought The Young and the Restless was that guy's first acting gig because he's been on that fucking soap opera drama forever. But apparently he did movies before then. All right, let's watch it. I found it. 1970. David, as soon as I saw the the thumbnail, I was like, oh, that's that fucking guy from The Young and the Restless. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, there's many trailers. I'm going to watch the longest trailer because there's one trailer for 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Then there's another one that's 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm going to watch the longest one. The one at the top, it says The Forbin Project, 1970, and it's 2 minutes and 57 seconds because I want to see if it's good. I want to see if it's good, and I want to see if it's worth the list. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
Effective, healthy blood pressure support takes more than innovation. It takes vision. At Human, our...
All right, here we go. Here we go.
This is the dawning of the Age of Colossus.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Charles Forbin. In a few moments, Colossus will address us directly.
This is the voice of world control.
Dude, that is a creepy computer voice if I've ever heard it. So far we're off to a good start.
I bring you peace. It may be the peace of plenty and contempt, or the peace of unburied death. The choice is yours. Obey me and live, or disobey and die.
The frightening story of the
damn.
day man built himself.
So the computer is basically like threatening humanity. So far, David, I'm feeling very futuristic, dystopian vibes, and I love dystopian films. Like, I love it when movies try to guess the future. Like, what's that one? What's that fucking... I just watched it on DVD, and then my mom got it for me for Christmas. Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers. That's like 500 years into the future. And it's like, it's the 80s version of 500 years in the future. Mad Max. I love Mad Max movies, but let's be honest. Would you guys ever want to live in Mad Max's future? Hell no. They're wearing leather in a fucking desert. There's no water. They're fighting over oil. They're killing people. In one of the Mad Max's visions, I can't remember. Is it number 2? The guy takes a fucking boomerang and he's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. And he throws the fucking boomerang and it slices the guy's fucking top of his head off. Well, that guy's dead. And I'm like, damn. So, David, I love dystopian films. Don't get me wrong, I like utopian films too, where everything's nice and it's picture perfect in the future, but dystopian films are so much cooler because they're trying to be a utopian society, and then everything in the future is like shit fucking garbage, and I'm like, oh, well, there's no hope with that future, you know? So, I'm getting dystopian vibes. Let's continue on. So far, so good, my friends. All right, let's continue on. And very cool robotic voice. Creepy, but cool.
Out of existence. Colossus, the Forbin Project.
It's making you a prisoner.
Shock, horror, suspense. Created with all...
Wait, shock, suspense, horror. Me likey. Fears, love, shock, suspense, and horror. Terror. Hell yeah.
all the technological brilliance of 2001, A Space Odyssey. Colossus.
Okay, so they're comparing it to 2001 Space Odyssey. I liked that movie. The beginning sucks ass because it takes like 20 minutes for the fucking movie to start. But once the fucking guy discovers how to use bones and creates a weapon, and after all that bullshit, I'm like, you could have told that fucking scene in 2 minutes instead of 20 fucking minutes. So Stanley, you're a great director, but instead of 20 minutes, 2 minutes. Start the fucking movie. Get to the good stuff. Get to the action. As soon as it cuts to the guy in the spaceship going, then that's where the movie real starts. I was like, man, this beginning's taking forever. But once it got to him in the ship, that's where the real movie starts. And I loved it. So the beginning sucked ass, but the rest of the movie is kick-ass. So yeah. So I love 2001: A Space Odyssey. It just takes forever on that fucking beginning. So far so good. Pretty good. I'm liking it.
Is the ultimate in sophisticated computers.
I'm going to try to convince the computer that you're my mistress. And that therefore I have to be given the opportunity to see you regularly in private. That way we can pass information back and forth.
4 times a week.
Good night.
This is insane.
When do you think you'll be able to attempt the overload?
Colossus sees all, senses all, knows all, controls all armaments and all defenses. When this emotionless creation becomes the master of man, the result is catastrophic.
So, David, I'm sold. I don't have to watch the rest of it. I'm going to, but it's going on the list. This sounds fantastic. It doesn't really tell you why Colossus, like, turns on its creators, but I guess I'll find out when I watch the movie. Hopefully I can find it on Blu-ray. Oh, yeah. It looks really good. Pretty good so far.
The Supreme Council of the USSR has ordered, as of 2300 hours Moscow time tomorrow, the activation of an electronic brain exactly like ours, which they call gut.
They built Colossus, supercomputer with a mind of its own. Then they had to fight it for the world.
Well, I guess it kind of told you. Like, they built it to protect America, protect the world, and do good. But I guess the computer with the brain got too smart, and then it basically told its creator, hey, fuck you. We're so smarter than you. Now you're going to have to fight us, for survival. So just when that guy said that one line of dialogue, I was like, okay, so that kind of explains it, but I'm sure it'll explain it more when I watch the film. I am sold. Oh, yeah. It's going on the list. And I'm going to put it on my digital list because I'm running out of room on the old list.
The missile has just been launched. It is heading towards the Cyan-Sibirsk oil complex.
Guardian has retaliated.
Retaliate?
It may be too late, sir.
Oh, my God.
I liked that guy's over the top. Oh, my God. It, like, zooms into his face, and he's all like, oh, my God. Hell yeah. So this was a Universal picture made in 1970, and it's got the guy from that soap opera, The Young and the Restless. And I'll tell you what, David, normally, like, when he got to The Young and the Restless, he was kind of an older guy, and then he's really an older guy when he's in the Titanic movie. I've never seen that guy in a film or a television show this young. He looks like, I don't know, he looks either my age in his 40s in this, or maybe even a little bit younger than 40s. I've never seen this guy young like this. So it's kind of cool to see him this young. And this must have been one of his first movies because he looks super fucking young in this. So I'm guessing he was near my age, if not younger. But it's definitely going on the list. All right, let me pull up my digital list. I'm putting it on my digital list. So I got my list right here. So far on my digital list, Saturn III, Hardware, Fortress 1992, Final Terror 1984, Blood Diners, The Eliminators, The Exterminator, Nail Gun Massacre. I think Luke or Vigilance told me about that one. Equalizer 2000, 2010, The Year We Made Contact, 1989, Robot Ninja, Surf 2, Mutant Manhunt, Las Vegas Bloodbath, which I've saw parts of it. Visions, we talked about it. That fucking movie, it's cheesy, but it's fucking great. I guarantee you that's going to be a hard one to find on Blu-ray. If I can't find it on Blu-ray, then I got to get it on DVD. He like walks in, he's like, yeah, give me a shot of bourbon or whatever the hell he orders. And then the crazy psychopath like pulls out a gun and like blows the bartender away. And I'm like, damn. So apparently he didn't make his drink that right, that good. Killer Workout, 1986 Killer Party, Blood Tracks, Death Chase, Death Spa. A lot of cheesy horror movies. And now, Colossus makes the list. All right, so I'm going to write it in real quick, and then we'll continue on, my friends. Thank you for the suggestion, Dave. I'm sold. So Colossus, the four. I almost said the Forbidden. It's not Forbidden. It's the Forbidden Project. I just watched Forbidden a couple weeks ago, and I'm suggesting you guys. Visions, I suggested that to you. Did you watch it yet? Forbidden Planet with Leslie Nielsen is, oh my, it's so, even though it was made in the 1950s, it's so fucking good. It's, oh my God, it's amazing. Watch Forbidden Planet, you guys. It's breathtaking. So good. Genius. Genius. All right. I got it. 1970. I always write down the year, because then whenever I'm looking for it on Blu-ray or 4K on Amazon or eBay or wherever the fuck I buy it, because sometimes I have to go to different sites. I'm like, oh, it's a lot more cheaper to buy it on Etsy than it is Amazon. Oh, it's super expensive on eBay, but I found it cheap on Amazon. So I jump around, my friends. I jump around. All right, I got it. Let me put my phone away, and let me turn off my phone before those idiot trolls call my phone and ruin the show. There we are. All right. Well, that was cool. Nice. All right, let me close all these windows. I got like 14 windows open. All right, let's see here. Let's see. All right, let me catch up with the with the chat here. Vision says, "Oh, howdy, uncool taste. Andrea Plata had a stroke." I hope not, because even though she's weird as hell, she's a good actress. So I hope she's okay. The original AI Warning movie. Yeah, I can see it. It looked good. And then Toke says, Mark Hamill gets all the poontang. Oh, I bet he does. I bet he's a ladies' man. Mark Hamill uses the Force to tickle the ladies' beans and taco. Oh, I'm sure. Love the scene where the mom went to remove the batteries. Oh yeah, that's a crazy scene. Toke says, "Hey Fears, have you seen the movie The Menu?" Yes, I have, and I own it, Tokes, and I reviewed it. And it's right down here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Booyah! The Menu. Good movie. J-Man says, hey, what's up? David says Chopping Mall. I've seen Chopping Mall. My friend Visions suggested that. Chopping Mall is fantastic. And it's right up there. It's pretty awesome. Chopping Mall. All right, let's see here. What else? All right, well, it's getting late and I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna end with reviewing the convention, and then I'm gonna get something to eat, and then watch that movie, and then I got church tomorrow, so yeah. All right, so 2025 Orlando Collectors Fest review. Jeff, it was a great show, but Jeff, you know, we're buddies, we're pals. You know my favorite of yours is Super RetroCon. You guys, if you're in the Florida area, you've got to go to Super RetroCon. That one's coming up later on this year. But I do love the Orlando show, and I do love the Tampa show, the one coming up in a month. So I'm going to give Super RetroCon gets like a 10 out of 20. It's that fucking good. I'm going to give the Orlando Collectors Fest show, I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. It was almost a perfect show. Got an interview with Jeffrey Wiseman. From Back to the Future 2 and 3. He's done work on, oh God, he's been an actor for a long time. He did George McFly in Back to the Future 2 and 3. He did so many characters on Saved by the Bell series. He said he played a nerd, he played a waiter at the Max, he played Mr. Belding's assistant, he played a teacher in the very last graduation episode where he hands Screech or Zach Morris a diploma. He played he was in Saved by the Bell Hawaiian Style, where it's that TV movie where they go to Hawaii. I forgot what character he played in that. Then he was in Saved by the Bell The College Years and did a bunch of characters in that. Then when I interviewed him today, he said he was growing out his mustache and his long hair because he's going to play Mark Twain in a new film. He was in I think he told me he played an alien out of the X-Files. I don't know how many episodes. So he's been in a lot. And I was like, you played an alien in X-Files? He's like, yeah. He goes, I can't remember what episode. And I was like, that's fucking bitchin', man. That's fucking awesome. So yeah. Oh yeah. So let's see what else. Got some cool deals. The vendors were very generous. Sometimes they're stingy, and Fears has got to work my magic, but I didn't have to twist their arm to give me a deal. I found lots of deals. I picked up some great merch, as you saw. So great merch. Great location. Jeff picked a great location. Great location. Over 250 vendors. Hell yeah. 250 vendors. Lots of old friends and new friends. They were happy to see Fears because they hadn't seen me in 2 to 3 months because I've been editing away. Got to hang out with my buddy Jeff. I did a live stream at the show. Live stream at the show. So those are the highlights. So overall, I'm going to give it a 9.8. So I think that's a good place to stop. I'm going to do the 2 top 10s of Home Improvement tomorrow, my friends, because I'm getting hungry. I'm getting tired. So that is a good place. But overall, the show was fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I went extra long tonight. 2 hours. There you are. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a fun time. Always a pleasure hanging out with the fans. And I will get to work on that new vlog because you guys have got to see the Back to the Future interview pronto. So right after church and after I do my live, I'm going to edit a little bit tonight and I'm going to edit a little bit tomorrow after either before my live or after my live tomorrow after church. And I'll get it up ASAP. Last but certainly not least, David said, hey Fears, did you check out any of the Full Moon productions we talked about? David, which ones did we talk about? You're gonna have to help me remember. I don't remember I don't remember which ones you talked about. Oh, which ones we talked about. Full Moon Productions. Can you help me remember which ones did we talk about? Vision says, I think he's got a few on his watch list, David. Glad to see you in the chat. I think I do. It depends on what list. Do you mean this list or do you mean my digital list? I don't remember which ones we talked about, so if you could help me remember, David, I'm trying to remember. If you suggested them and they were good, then I put them on the list. I can't remember which ones. I don't remember which ones we talked about. I never checked out your channel, David, so I'm checking it out now. You got some content here. I'm trying to remember which ones we talked about. I don't remember. If you suggested them and I liked them, it was either on this list. I know you wrote down Dollman. Yes. I remember Doll. Where is it? Hang on. Dollman. Tales from the Hood. Dollman. Goodfellas. Heavy Metal Massacre. Serpent Killer. Kentucky Fried Movie. Death Wish. Mother's Day. No Escape. I know I wrote down Dollman. If I forgot Visions, then I'm going to write it down because you've told me about Dollman. Bukaki told me about Dollman. I watched the trailer, and the trailer was fucking great. It was amazing. Maybe I wrote it on my digital list. I'm going to have a look real quick. Hang on. Because I'm not seeing it on my old list. It's probably staring at me right in the face. Hang on. Redneck Zombies, Evil Dead 1, which I still have to watch because I loved Evil Dead 2. I loved Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 1 is hard to find. Return to Horror High, Repo Man, The Omega Man, Grizzly Bear 1 and 2, The Welfare Checks, Robo Vampire, Total Killer. Maybe I did forget to write it. I could have sworn hang on. Let me turn my phone back on. Visions, if I forgot to write it, I'm going to write it down right now. Because I can't see it because there's so many on the list. It's either on this side or on this side. And if I did forget, then I'm going to put it in my digital list. Yeah, yep. Because I can't find it on here. And then I got that old 1922 vampire movie, Nosferdamus. I watched the remake, and the remake was amazing. So if I love the remake, I can't wait for 1922 version. Hell yeah. All right, let me have a look. I could have sworn I wrote that down. But classic Fears memory, I may have forgotten. Hang on. Let me have a look. Saturn 3, Hardware, Fortress, Final Terror, 1984, The Eliminators, The Exterminator, Nail Gun Massacre, Equalizer 2000, 2010, The Year We Made Contact, Robot Ninja, Surf 2, Mutant Hunt, Las Vegas Bloodbath, Killer Workout, The Daily Killer, 1986, Killer and Party, Blood Tracks, Death Chase, Death Spa, Colossus, the one I just put down. Fuck, I forgot. I think I forgot to write it down. I could have sworn I had it, though. Well, the newest one off the list was Shocker. But maybe I forgot to write it down. The Slumber Party Massacre 1, 2, and 3. The Omega Man. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Frankenhooker. 1990. Blood Diner, Buried Alive, The Speedway Murders, Edge of the Axe, Mother, Laser Blast, Laser Beam, The Hunted, House Guests, Tales from the Crypt, 1972. Where the fuck is Doll Man? Well, I apologize. I think I forgot to put it. All right. Can you guys, what year did Doll Man come out? I'm putting it on the list right now. Doll Man. Hang on, I'll look it up. Hang on. Doll Man. Well, I apologize, Visions. I either can't find it on the list, and it's probably looking at me in the face, but I've looked back and front, and I think I forgot. But I'm writing it down now. Doll Man, when was Doll Man made? Let's see. Doll Man is a 1991 American sci-fi science fiction action horror directed by Albert Pun, starring Tim Thompson as a space cop. Yep, this is it. 1991. Okay, I got it. Doll Man. 1991. Got it. All right. Now it's on the list. Now it's for sure on the list. Let's see. Puppet Master. Yes, I remember that one. Puppet Master. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I will. Puppet Master. I'm writing them down right now. Dr. Morbid. All right, so demonic toys. Demonic toys. Dr. Morbid. I'm gonna watch these tomorrow. Dr. Morbid. I'm gonna check these out tomorrow, David. All right, got him. All right. Visions, I apologize. I'm with you. I could have sworn I wrote those down, but it's either on the list and Fears' eyesight is not what it used to be. So it's either on this and I can't find it. I'm going to look after the show is done. But right here, look. Doll Man, it's there. Doll Man, 1991, right there. I got it on the list. Hell yeah. Let me save the list. Yep, got him. Now it's officially on the list. I could have swore I wrote it down though. All right. Oh, I know you don't, buddy. I just didn't want I didn't want everybody to think I was a liar because I could have sworn I did, but I must have accidentally forgot. I know you don't give a crap. No worries, buddy. No worries. Well, now it's on the list. All right. Fears has got to, I'm going to get a shower, I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching a little bit of Dragon, Bruce Lee style, 1-Inch Punch, and then a little bit of Shocker. Hell yeah. So those are tonight's watches, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow after church, and I'm so glad you guys enjoyed the stream. I decided to do an extra long stream. And thank you to everybody for tuning in on my day stream at the show. Man, that show was awesome, man. I went for, I think it was, the audio cut out for like 2 or 3 minutes. But besides that live stream was awesome. I'm going to plan to do more of those. I streamed, I think it was like 97 minutes. Like, it just kept going, and it was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend, guys. David says have a good night. You guys have a good night. I'm going to take off, but Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Thanks a lot for being the most epic fans ever. Like, comment, and subscribe. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I do. And be sure to send that fan mail, guys. I want to hear from you. Check out the fan mail. Oh, yeah. P.O. Box 16745, Cagan's Crossings Boulevard, ST 102B, PMB 40, Clermont, Florida 34714. Send me whatever you want within reason. No blood, no body parts, no piss, no shit. That would be bad. But send me a fan letter. Send me a Blu-ray. Send me a Lego build. Whatever your little heart contents, send that fan mail and I will respond to it in a live. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm taking off. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Subscribe to my friend Michael Boer at Hey, That's Too Cool. Subscribe to Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Fangirl Kate on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fears, the host with the most, the leader of the community. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys next time. Love ya. Peace.